What is up, everyone? Just a reminder, we only have a few more weeks of our summer sale over on Supercast. 30% off. It's our biggest sale yet, and you get that warm, fuzzy feeling of supporting an independent podcast, as well as getting all the archive ad-free. So head on over mega.supercast.com. Now's the best time to join, and the link is in the show notes. And thanks.
Mega is an improvised satire from the staff of a fictional megachurch.
We are here, Lord, we are here, and we're ready to podcast.
Hiya, I'm Hallie Labont, and this is Mega, coming to you from Twin Hills Community Church, where every single week we're giving our mega church a tiny family feel. And per usual, I'm joined by my co-host. He's the youth pastor for our high school ministry called Climax. Please welcome Gray Haas.
Yeah, you know me. Christ is my G. Hallie, how are you?
So blessed, so excited for today because, well, just like God knows the plans He has for us, and they are perfect, our guest today is a special events planner and liaison extraordinaire. It's my pleasure to introduce your friend and mine, Miss Dottie Mullaney. How you doing today, Dot?
Blessed to be here, Dottie, for you. How are y'all doing?
Dottie, it's great. I mean, you are a lifesaver, is all I can say.
Oh, look who's talking.
When we need event support for Climax, you are the person that we go to.
Yep.
And that is everything from getting the buses to making sure the hotels are right to helping choose events. I mean, when we are going off campus, you're the first person I call. Isn't that right?
Well, it's nice to hear that. That's for sure. You never really know. You know, your business is your business. Mine is mine. So I don't know if you're going to a competitor, but as long as Dottie's your gal, I'm here to help.
Well, I have rarely gone to a competitor. It's only because you're busy most of the time. I mean, you do
You're in
liaison work
demand.
for youth group.
Booked and busy, that's what we say.
Yeah, you booked and busy. That's right. And that's the name of the business, right? Booked and busy.
Dottie's booked and busy. Yeah, the SEO is a little tricky sometimes, but we do our best.
Right. Because sometimes people think you're booked and busy, so then they might not actually call.
You got it. Yeah.
We're so lucky to have you too because, most event planners and special event liaisons are, these, I don't know how to call them, but wicked people who put together events with drugs and booze and all these sex parties. And I've heard even recently about weddings devolving with magic mushrooms and the like, but we can trust our teens with you, Dot.
Do not get me started because every time that we rent a bus, it's usually after a pub crawl, a boot. We have to do a full wipe down of everything. And trust me, it takes forever. And guess who does it?
You?
Dottie does it.
Dottie does
because
it.
otherwise it won't be done right. Sometimes delegating is even worse because then you got to double do it because the first person didn't do it right.
Sounds like someone who's been there before. So yes, I appreciate that.
How did you even get interested in doing logistics, liaison work for events like this? I mean, what's behind that?
Yeah, well, logistics was my high school job. You're calling long haul truckers and telling them, we got to pick up in here. You're dropping off in there.
Really?
Yeah, just fun summer stuff.
So logistics was your summer job in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, no wonder you can organize high schoolers so well.
Yep.
You fell into it. Yeah. At a certain point, you got to put childish things away, and you can't really just do that forever. So yeah, at a certain point, it said, hey, there's a need here. And you know what? Dottie can help.
I love
Well,
that.
where do you find the patience for these kids? Because I know I've got teenagers myself. And I mean, especially with the girls, they're emotional, they're menstruating, they're crying at the
Ellie.
drop of a dime. They have low self-esteem. They're upset about something somebody said. I mean, where do you get the patience?
Well, after hours at the bottom of a margarita, if you know what I mean. Only on the weekends, of course. I kid. But yeah, you got to put yourself in their shoes. It's getting longer that we were that age every day, but we were that age. So, you got to think about where they're from.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up with what they got now,
Yeah, where did you grow up?
LaPorte, Indiana.
Oh, wow. Beautiful
It's
beautiful
good.
down there.
Yeah, I love LaPorte.
I know.
They have such a good Panera, too. I think that's a real classy Panera.
We tried to get it designated a national landmark because we claim it to be the first one.
Oh, really?
Is
But
that
it's not.
right?
Yeah, there's a merger though, so it's hard to verify because I mean they spread like wildfire.
Isn't
They
that
really
right?
did.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Is I think you know some of the best places where you're going. Hey, we've got 200 youth. We're going to this place. How are we going to feed them? How are we going to make sure that they have a positive experience?
Yep.
I mean, I can say we've been to Panera many times. It's because it's obviously
It's the best place in the world.
in a Christian company, or at least seems like it.
It seems like you got to check the bottom of the cups.
Oh yeah.
They usually have a verse or something like that at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can shake it, but you're right. Sometimes not everybody wants to do it. You pick an activity, and not everybody wants to do it. So you got to say, okay, we have to have option A, B, and C, so that some kids don't get bored. Not everybody wants to do the same thing.
And sometimes I've noticed that A will sort of be the best one, and B will sort of be, and then C no one chooses. Is that by design?
That is by design. Yeah. So you kind of have to have a third option because they got to say no to something. Like last year for Troy Toyota, we took all of their kids to the Grays Lake Sedans game. And, so it's like for people who like ball, they can watch the game, right? But then you can test ride the sedan in the parking lot, but some kids aren't 16.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So option 3, you can shag balls. You can get on the field and you can shag balls.
And no one chose that.
Well, it's a dangerous game.
Yeah. That's great. So you work with all sorts of groups. So it's not just churches.
I wish it was just churches. No, we work with all sorts of groups. That's right.
Any horror stories? I've got to know.
Well, let's see here. Let's empty out the crypt. Well, there was, obviously, since we're on the topic, there was Spirit Halloween. They want to be spooky all the time. So, we took them to the corn maze.
Yep.
Logical.
Yeah.
But this one's on me. I didn't know how in depth it was.
Yeah. It was a very complicated corn maze.
Yeah, it's a true labyrinth.
It is, yeah. And you know what? Not every kid has a cell phone, so some do. This is the one instance where I think having a device is helpful. They were able to call and we were able to geolocate them. But other kids
got lost for good.
Got lost, got found. I don't know which one it is, but we're still looking for some of them. We're not giving up.
Yeah. And it is only June.
That's true.
So
it ain't going to get cold for a while. So they're probably having fun out there. They're probably having the time of their lives.
That's great.
Have you found any good tips or techniques for on the overnight events when you got to have all these teens in hotel rooms? How do you make sure they're not slipping into each other's rooms after you hit the hay?
Well, you have to set up. You ever see that movie Entrapment?
Yes.
The one with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
I love her. She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's all right.
There was that. She's all right.
She's all right.
I think she's total babe.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Come on. Well, in the trailer, you could see there's that intricate thing of kind of the lasers that, you like a bank, you have to kind of get them down. So I try to construct that mostly with like a network of dental floss. So, it'll jingle a little thing.
Yes.
So, you can't cut that. I have found you can cut that pretty easily. So, if they outwit me, good on them, I say.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, I've gotten critiques before where people go, why do you need someone doing logistics for a youth group, for example? And I'm going, okay, wait a minute. I can't do this all by myself, and I'm not going to trust parent volunteers.
No.
Because that becomes a whole thing where a lot of times the parents are the ones dropping the ball, and I hate to name names.
Connie Matthews, I'll let it slip.
Yeah, well, and Bill Chavis was,
yes, both of them.
Both of them ended up, guess it was back in May, we were doing that awesome event where we took the youth around to do various Memorial Day activities, which they were going, why are we doing this? We didn't fight in any, fight or die in any wars. And we're going, because it's
not the point. Yeah.
And, I have to tell you, of course, it was the parents that I'm looking around. I'm going, where's Bill and Connie? They
Mhm.
had gone over to, there was a Margaritaville that they ended up, speaking of margaritas. And I'm going, guys, you're supposed to be watching the kids.
Yep.
That's when I need,
Mhm.
someone like Dottie to
Yep.
be going, I've got all the I's dotted, all the T's crossed.
And, I went to high school with Bill and Connie, so,
Oh, really?
we had fun, but, you don't change that much from high school. I know I have.
No,
Yeah, it's true.
we're the
It is
same
true.
people, yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you were doing logistics in high school. You're doing them now.
Exactly, Gray. And so, how do I do it? This is gonna be controversial, but I do believe in the surveillance state.
Oh, you believe that it exists, or do you believe that it should be?
I believe it exists. What is not the surveillance state if not Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, looking after us all the time? So, we do have a network of drones. We do have, we have agents in the field. I'm not gonna say who.
Really? Oh, great.
They're camered up, they're mic'd up, so we have a good sense of where everybody is at all times. There's a van that follows that they're kind of, they're on mission control. So they're looking over, they're the eye in the sky, if you will.
That
Mhm.
is great. I mean, that's above and beyond. I feel like a lot of people will hire someone to run an event, and they're not even taking surveillance into consideration.
Never. They're just trusting the system that it's gonna go the way it's supposed to go, which is great. Of course, that's great. But what happens when things happen is what I always like to say.
Right. And
Yeah.
and what does? I guess my question.
It can go bad. Let's just say it can go bad. It can go bad and it will go bad. You ever see Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
I only watched the third one.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
You're in your apartment alone. Then you hear something. You think, was it just the storm? You realize you're not alone. Your living room is not safe with Unhinged, the new immersive game experience brought to you by Netflix. To make it out alive, you must answer the phone. The question is, when your phone rings, will you answer? Tap the banner to play Unhinged now, only on Netflix.
I started with 3 because I get a bit uncomfortable with anything that has to do with manipulating DNA. But so
Oh.
I kind of went to the third one and I didn't get it. But yeah, what was the first one about?
Well, the first one's about they go to Jurassic Park, so they're testing a structure to see if it can withhold, if it's safe, right? And a big thing about it is chaos theory, right? And so whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I see you drinking a glass of water that they had that little when the T-Rex walks and the water drips and stuff like that. Bone chilling scene. You wouldn't know about that, Greg, because you didn't see it. But
It was so scary.
if something bad's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't get what does the water
Is
have to
that
do
what
with
the
that?
water scene meant when you saw the doom, doom? You saw the vibration,
I think so.
you saw the vibration, water was moving and the dinosaur was approaching.
Oh, yeah, you thought it was about a dinosaur moving, but what you're saying is it's about more than that?
It's about chaos theory, right?
Chaos theory, exactly.
Well, what
That's
is chaos theory? Because people say this all the time, and I don't. And I'm going, okay. It just seems like whatever. What is it?
Okay, let's say that we put Gray in a Panera Bread, right?
okay.
Well, yeah.
And we put him right inside of one of their new salad wraps.
Oh,
Are you going to eat that?
Well, it depends. Is it low carb, high protein?
Gray, are you going to eat that?
I probably would try it as long as it's low carb. The wrap is made of meat or something.
As long as it's protein heavy. But right now you're saying maybe I'm not going to do that, right? But when you're hungry on the day, you're going to go ham on that.
mm-hmm.
Oh, is there ham in it?
Yeah, there's ham. Yeah. Oh, you better believe it.
Okay, then yeah.
I like their ham soup in a bread bowl.
You kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's heaven on earth, if you ask me.
Yes, and then I eat the whole bowl.
Exactly. It's the same thing, when you're taking teens out, Tanner Hammond,
He's a handful.
heir to the Hammond Casino. You don't want to judge a kid, but he's going to do what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to try to find the cracks in the system, and it's our job to make sure that they're filled.
Right. I
That's
see.
true.
And that does explain chaos theory
Yeah.
in a way that I think, going all the way back to Jurassic Park 3, I think you can ask the question, well, chaos theory plays out and it resulted in a franchise that really doesn't make a lot of sense.
Not quite.
It seems like chaos at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were saying, the glass of water isn't just about the glass of water. Maybe the whole franchise is proving chaos theory as it goes.
Oh.
Right. I think you've really nailed something there. It is the self-fulfilling prophecy at a certain point. If we're going to keep going back, it's going to keep happening, ain't it?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it is. It is.
And speaking of filling cracks, I have to tell you, I think your signature look is so hot. You always have on those Lululemon yoga pants, and I mean, you can pull off a Lululemon, and you always have the matching sets, and then with the leather biker jacket on top, it's your look. I love it.
That's so nice of you to say, to notice, and to vocalize. Definitely. That is my look. Everybody knows it. Lulu does call me when the new shipment comes in. They say, Dottie, we got something you want to see. And yeah, I think the leather kind of adds a little bit of, don't mess with me kind of energy.
Yeah.
It's a bit of danger on top of the yoga vibe.
And teens think that you look cool, I love it.
Well, let's hope. Because you're changing your look all the time, Allie.
I know. I like to keep an asymmetrical haircut. I like to change up the color of my stripe that I put in the front. This is all artificial color here, this stripe.
Oh, you can never tell. You can never tell.
Thank you so much.
I can definitely tell.
I have such a good colorist. I go to Linda, tie me up, dye me down. And color is exquisite.
It is.
Is that your natural color?
Yeah, it is. It's shock white, natural in the way that it was jet black, and then at a certain point, the stress of running logistics at the age of 15, it put some gray in the hair. Yeah,
So you just went full white after that.
and I just rocked with it. By the grace of God, go I.
I mean, you just don't know a lot of 15-year-olds that go white
Yeah.
at that age.
I mean, that's usually what happens to U.S. presidents. They come into the office with dark hair. They leave the office with white hair. It's like you've already been through a full presidency before you even graduated high school.
That is for dang sure. Yeah, and I felt that pressure myself.
Except for Trump. It's amazing. I feel like he looks great.
Oh, he looks great.
Yeah,
It's like he's aging in reverse.
I
It's
know.
Benjamin Button. He looks like he's 38 years old.
he looks like Benjamin Button.
Now
He really
that's a
does.
good movie too.
What a
I
great
mean,
movie.
That is
Talk
so-
about chaos theory.
Yeah.
I'm sure, that also is a movie about chaos
It's true.
theory.
That's true.
In a way, yeah. In a way, if you're going to accept the reality of aging backwards, and you're going to get into a relationship,
Yeah. Oh, is that what it's about? Okay.
Mm-hmm,
because there is an age gap.
Yeah, there is an age gap.
mm-hmm.
He's aging in reverse. That makes sense to me. You know what? When I think I didn't pick up on, I missed the first kind of part of the movie. I think I had to go to the bathroom or something. So I missed that part. So
Oh,
it
that was
always was a
important.
bit confusing to me.
Yeah.
You jumped in the last third.
I saw this about a guy who's doing everything right and looking better. And that's kind of which Trump is doing.
Well, yeah. And speaking of aging in reverse, Hallie, I mean, I gotta know, what are you doing for those under eyes?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've been putting castor oil on my lashes
Stop it.
because it thickens them, yes. And then I have a concealer. Now, this is just your basic Ulta brand concealer, but boy, does it do the work. It works like a Clydesdale.
It really does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
everything that I've got is natural, is actually natural too. So
Yeah, in fact, he does these reverse freckles where he gives himself a stencil over his face and then he does a spray tan so that his face is tan, but the freckles are white.
I just don't need a lot right now because obviously I'm very young.
Mm.
And so I don't need much. Also,
Yeah.
I really believe that, I go out, I eat mostly protein
Uh-huh.
and go into the sun first thing in the morning.
Mm.
and just really take care of my instrument.
Yeah. Well, that's natural. That's God's way. Tanning beds, natural. UV rays, that's just natural stuff. So, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing.
But Dottie, don't you think that Gray's cheekbones kind of look like the backside of a baby deer with the little white spot? I mean,
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Deer.
it's a baby
what?
deer, but yeah, like
What?
Yeah, like a phone.
a haunch, a fawn.
No,
Oh,
I
fawn.
don't. No, these are just what I get from the sun, Hallie.
Oh, your reverse freckles?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you put those on with a stencil.
No, these are natural.
You just naturally. Oh, instead of a freckle being more pigment, for you it's less.
I just don't know how
because
we
you're
got-
Australian and everything's opposite.
Yeah, that's slightly concerning to me, but if you're comfortable with it, I say go with it.
Well, just to get off that subject, Dottie, I did want to ask, was it a specific event that turned your hair white?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was one event because I've heard of that, a shock.
Mm-hmm.
What they call, a
Mhm.
shock of white, a shock
It
white
happened
event.
to Moses when
A
he
sh-
went up and got the tablets.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying it's 1-to-1, but it was something that it was that jarring, to say a word. Yeah, so usually there's a lot of traffic for Summerfest up in Milwaukee. And so, there's a lot of coming in and coming out. And I was new. I was green. I said I can handle this. Wasn't ready for Blues Traveler to be playing then. And I said, okay, we got foot traffic now.
Mhm.
Wow.
So that there was importers, exporters coming in all the time. I couldn't handle it. I blew a gasket, as they say, and it went right up the top.
And that was in high school.
That was in high school. Yeah, I was going into sophomore year.
I just can't believe they were giving a 15-year-old that responsibility of Blues Traveler, basically. You were handling all the logistics for a major event.
I was. I did fib about my age a little bit. I said I was 26. So I had a bit of a double life going on at that point. So it was a little bit of kind of running around pretending like I was 26. Don't see me.
Oh, so you weren't even living at home?
No. Oh no.
Wow. So you just, at 15, you were basically living the life of a logistics coordinator in Milwaukee at this point.
Wow.
And maybe that would have attributed to the white hair. I was living pretty hard at that time. So, you got to play the part. You got to have a little fun, and up in the big city, Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And he moves in mysterious ways because
John Popper?
and God,
Oh,
because
right.
God was forming you to become who you are today. And now, because you were such a mischievous kid, now you know how to look out for what all these current teens are going to be trying to pull over on you.
That's true. You cannot get one past me. I've heard them all. I've seen them all. I've said, let's be real. Come on.
Yeah, you're a step ahead of them. And I gotta ask, are you married?
Well, there's somebody new.
Wonderful.
It's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell. But
Well, enjoy being courted and the dating season. Oh my gosh. I just truly believe that the Lord is making the perfect helpmate for each of us.
that's nice. And he's a public figure, so I really can't get into it that much. But let's just say, if you're curious how the weather's blowing on Channel 3.
Oh my goodness. Is it Mike Yard with the Channel 3 weather?
I say you said it, I didn't, but
I love Mike Yard. He is funny. He does jokes with the weather.
he's funny. Yes, he is.
And he's snazzy. He always looks so nice.
Wow.
Well, let's say I don't know if you've noticed, but he's got those little leather wrist cufflinks recently.
I love a wrist cuff. Yeah.
3-month anniversary gift from me.
Now, do you celebrate 3-month anniversary? I always am a big...
I did.
Yeah, okay, you do.
Every month. Do you do every month?
We do the threes. So we do 3, 6, 9, 12.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So we're quarter. We're on a quarter. So we're in Q3 right now. Gray, you might love that because you and your threes.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay. So you're in Q3 of year. So it's 3.
You got it.
Q3 because it's each month is a Q?
Well, each month is a Q. No, it's each quarter is 3 months.
Okay.
So of the year, there's 4 Qs in a year. So we're in Q3 right now of our relationship.
Oh, you're in Q3, but it's your 3-month anniversary.
Yeah.
Do
Absolutely. Yeah. See, you found my page. Welcome.
The math.
Got
Gray.
it. So it's the Q3 of the year, but
Yes.
if it's a 3-month
3 month-
anniversary, that's Q3.
Next month, though.
Running a small business means I wear lots of hats. When I put on my hiring hat, I can count on LinkedIn Hiring Pro to make it easy. LinkedIn Hiring Pro helps manage my hiring workflow, puts my job post in front of a unique network of professionals, and matches me with the best candidates for my business. I can also share my job with my network. No other job site lets me do that. No wonder most small businesses say they'd use LinkedIn Hiring Pro again. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free on LinkedIn today at linkedin.com/quality.
Ordena el FIFA World Cup Meal Deal en McDonald's. Llévatelo con un McChicken por $8 o con un McDouble por $9. Incluye papitas pequeñas, refresco, 4 McNuggets y un vaso coleccionable. Precios y participación pueden variar por tiempo limitado hasta agotar existencias. No disponible con McDelivery.
Congratulations. It's so fun to be courted by a man. And the fact that you have a local celebrity, I mean, is he taking you to the Macaroni Grill? Is he taking you to Ruth's Chris?
I mean, there's a door that doesn't open with this man. I said, oh, we shouldn't go down there. That's that's nothing down that. I know every alley in Laporte. You know what I mean? And he says 3 knocks on the door. All of a sudden, bing, bang, boom. There's a whole door. There's a whole set of services.
Really?
How fun. How fun.
Wow. Are you ready for the amount of scrutiny that's going to come along with dating?
That's being the first lady of weather.
Yeah, especially given my trade. Like I said, everybody wants to know, they want to know how these trips are going to go. They want him to know how the weather's going to go. So everybody's looking for us for answers. We ain't got everything. We can guess. We ain't going to know. So,
Yeah.
But it's heavy as the head, as they say.
Isn't that true? Well,
And I mean, I guess going back to chaos theory, weather is one of those things where I guess it's, most of the time they're wrong. I guess only God really knows the weather, because a lot of times I'm watching not only him, but most of them, and I'm going, okay, that's kind of right. But then a lot of times it's just wrong,
It's true. Yeah. And, God, I guess God is the ultimate weatherman, if you look at it.
I love thinking of God as the ultimate
oh,
weatherman.
yeah, he's an artist.
And funny.
And funny. I mean, funny. I've been learning lately how many jokes are in the Bible. On a cursory reading, sometimes you miss it, but it is a good book of comedy.
You got to go back, and that's what Scripture really is. It's like watching Big Bang for the second or third time, because you're going to catch things that you missed the first time.
That's true.
Right.
You're not going to see everything. You say, oh, what was it really like when they turn water into wine?
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Bible is not just the God-breathed words of the divine creator of the universe. It's also a science textbook. It tells us how we got here in 7 days and who made everything and in what order. It's a science book. It's a poetry book. It's a comedy book. It's a history book. I mean, it's all of them.
Heck, I used to cook.
You use it to cook?
Yes, I used to cook.
Really?
Oh, wow.
You got to get in there a little bit, It's like infinite jest. You really got to read the footnotes to understand it. But, if you pay attention, you could get a good chicken casserole out of there.
Well, you got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and Daniel. It tells us they were all eating the king's food. So you could do a whole week of suppers just based on the idea of king's food.
Now that's fun. That sounds fun.
What do you think king's food would be? I would start out with lobster and creme brulee. What else do you think a king would eat?
I mean, off the top of my head, Asiago turkey from Panera.
That sounds awesome.
They also have those new lettuce. They have I saw a commercial the other day for it. I've been a little afraid to test it. I don't like change, but it's a salad that's stuffed into bread, which I say, how is that not a sandwich?
Yeah, a salad
Right.
sandwich.
Or
That
a
sounds
wrap.
like a
Isn't
salad.
that a wrap?
It seems like it, but the mad scientists, they do. I don't think you'd like it, Greg, because it seems to be lettuce inside of bread.
Yeah, let's just make the bread the meat, and then that would be good.
That sounds kind of good to me, though, because I can never get enough croutons in my salad. And so if it was just a salad sandwich, then the bread on the sandwich would be providing me the amount of bread I really want with my salad.
Absolutely. And the war on croutons is what I've been saying for a long time.
Yeah, Yeah.
Number 45 and 47 is going to end the war on croutons if I know our guy.
Oh, isn't that right?
Now, do you have any insights? Forgive me if this is too personal a question, but have you learned a lot about the weather from Mike? Like, why does my weather app never work on my iPhone? I'll look on my iPhone and it says it's raining out, and I look out the window and it's not.
I know. I'd say throw that phone in the trash because it's been corrupted. If you download that weather app, you got to download Mike's app.
Oh,
he has his own app.
Yeah, Sunny Day.
Sunny Day with Mike Yard. Okay.
Spelled S-O, he couldn't get the rats to Sunny Day, but Sunny Day, S-O-N-N-Y.
That's like Jesus.
Just like Jesus, absolutely. But yeah, he's taught me a lot, He said, hail's a myth, don't believe it.
Really?
Do not believe it, no, it's rain or snow.
Interesting.
Wow. And is there government intervention? Is the United States government able to really control the weather?
It seems like they can. They have their months where they're more plugged in. So, that's why April and May seem to be so wishy-washy, where it's like, hey, pick one, are we in winter, are we in summer? But that is government intervention, And so they're in Q2 right around there. So they're really mixing it up and they're trying, who knows what they're up to, but that's not my business.
So do they have different Qs than you all? So is their Q2 your Q3?
Yes. So let's see. We got together in September. So our Q3 is, that's putting us, so they're one behind us. They're in Q2, we're in Q3.
I think I got it.
I'm Holly Laurent playing Hallie Levant, and that over there, that's Greg Hess playing Gray Haas. If you would like the Mega VIP treatment and listen ad-free, just go to mega.supercast.com. We would love it if you did. Become a member. Do it. It'll feel so good.
Speaking of Supercast, it's a great time to join. There's a free trial, and that is the best way to make sure that Mega keeps going. You'll get your 4 to 6 episodes per month ad-free, including a behind-the-scenes podcast that we make. And really, it is the way we keep going. So please consider a Supercast membership. A very special thanks to our founding members. That's Bobby and Betty, Nana and T-Pop, Adrian O, Kristen A, and Anonymous. You know who you are. See you next time.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Ouch. This knee is killing me. But I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.